All right. Hello, everybody. Today I'm gonna do just a few ranked games more than likely and then hop off because I gotta get packed up for my trip tomorrow. We're driving up to Virginia for Awesome Con and to see a bunch of friends I haven't seen in a while. Um, but yeah, let's jump right into it. Yesterday was a really good ranked day, so I'm anticipating today being a really terrible one. But you know, I'll be happy if it's not. For everybody's viewing pleasure, of course, I will be forcing Nautilus top some more because that's been going decently well in ranked. Played a bunch of A-Rams yesterday. You should get filter the match history just so I can pull up the ranks and see who I'm actually doing well with. I guess Blitz should tell me. I'll hop. I'll hop in Discord in just one sec.
Yes, sir.
Don't care that Nautilus kind of counters Teemo. Not facing Teemo.
Hello.
How's it going, Cushy?
We're getting there. Unfortunately, I will be unable to play today while you're
That's fine.
streaming.
This one's gonna be a short one anyway.
Yeah, it depends on how long you're going to be on tonight, because I might get back from practice. So as like summer hits, right? Um, it starts. They start like shifting back the times for practice a little bit
Yeah.
earlier and earlier because people can do it. So like over the spring, like my practice times were at like 8 to 9:30 p.m. And now they've been shifted back to like 6:30, so it's more like 6:30 to 8 o'clock now, which is means I'm getting home at like 10 o'clock, 9:40 ish, like more reasonable times instead of like midnight. So that means I could potentially play earlier.
Cool. And people get so worked up if you link your stream in League. Like, sometimes you run into really friendly people, but, like, this just spawned a whole novel's worth of discussion over
Oh boy.
just everything about it. And it's like, dude, you just don't click it. How hard is that? That link that was posted, don't click it.
Yeah. I mean, like, have you ever encountered another streamer at the same time?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people stream, like, playing this game. And so, every time somebody links, I usually click it. If as long as it's a, Twitch or YouTube link, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
But
I'm
yeah.
talking like, have you ever encountered somebody else who's playing ranked, who's live at the same time as you?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
I've only seen like once where somebody linked before I did, but every time I do link, oftentimes other people who are also streaming will link theirs. So it's actually decently frequent. Like, like
Really?
every 10 games or so. So, not super, super frequent, but enough.
That's reasonable enough
Yeah.
though, considering you don't play all too much ranked. Meaning, in order for that many to show up, wow. I mean, how many of them are Smurfs as well? Like, that's the other side of it. It's like, how many of them
Yeah.
are like,
Who knows? Usually not the ones Lincoln streams, that's for sure. And I speak as one
yeah,
of those. Definitely not a Smurf people.
oh, you're not. Like, you would be if you
Platform.
were.
That's where he died, man.
Oh, so there's like a couple combos right now that you kind of have to watch out for in the bot lane. Lucian Nami is still ridiculous. I don't know why Riot doesn't nerf it into the ground. And Yumi Zeri. I've also seen quite a bit of Jin with enchanters, like Jin Nami, stuff like that. Also ridiculous. Any top laners that you're afraid of?
Gwen is disgusting against anybody. Doesn't matter.
She really
And
strong right
Mord,
now. I don't.
it's just everybody who
AP.
plays Gwen never ever misses their scissors cut, and it does so much damage and heals so
Yeah.
much. And she's a
Yeah.
late game like
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a pain.
Okay. So why don't you ban her instead of Timo?
Because Teemo's not fun to play against.
Yeah.
Like even Gwen. Gwen's not fun to play against, but nowhere near Teemo's level.
That's true. What about like Mordekaiser? Like a lot of your
Yeah,
champions.
no, Mord is another super, super, super tough matchup. He only has a couple actual counters, and they're not really people I play.
Was I with you? I was really salty the other day about Lucian Nami.
Yeah, that was with me.
Okay.
You almost got
Where
dragged
it's
to
like,
the ranted too long channel.
dude, because like it really is one of those situations where you have to play the one specific champion that counters it. It's just so tilting.
Well, that's
feel like-
Mord too.
Yeah, that's Mordekaiser, and that's also Gwyn partially. Yorick is just kind of like run it in, as is Trundle. I've seen Trundle top frequently as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see that picking up again.
So I think split push meta is really active again, because like you're seeing two types of comp being drafted right now. And the two types of comps that are being drafted particularly highly are 5v5. We're going to win the 5v5 no matter what. Meaning we have at least 3 champions that can blow up your entire team. And if all 5 of our champions are there, then you just lose the fight automatically.
Yeah.
Right? Like that Katarina we were fighting against the other day. Like, she was a menace. And then they also had like 2 other champions that were also like with the Lucian Nami Like they had two other champions that were easily blowing us up as well. So it was like that was a problem.
Yeah.
So you get those type of comps where it just they're going to win the team fight. It doesn't matter how. Or you get
Or
the other.
the Aurelian Souls, where it's like nothing in the entire game matters. He's going to carry.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Your only
like
hope is to somehow stop his farming, and it's like Nasus or Viger, where it's like you can't really stop his farm.
well, it's really awkward because like so let's put Nasus in perspective. What is Nasus's most annoying ability? It's his
Here,
wither, right? No, not his thing that one shots you. His wither though, the perma slow and the attack speed slow on it are insane. So what's the one grouping that counters tanks or is supposed to counter tanks?
Vein Top.
Yeah, exactly. And guess what he does to it? He just presses one ability on it, and she loses all of her ability to kill him.
She still has it.
So
Like
it's like,
she will still wreck him later on.
ah, but he is like a 90% slow and like a 50%
Oh yeah,
attack
no, it's
speed reduction.
intense. But since she has the roll, it makes it a lot harder for her.
Not with all the Nasus's taking Ghost right now.
That's true. If you're playing Vein into Nasus, if you're playing like half the into Nasus matchups, you better also be taking Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's brutal. Like I feel like Urgot is good in Nasus because the weather doesn't affect your guns at all because he's fixed at that attack
No,
speed.
but Urgot, one of his vulnerabilities is armor, like especially the Warden's
The
Mail.
E that Nasus throws.
No,
Oh
the
yeah.
Warden's Mail. Warden's Mail absolutely
Okay.
wrecks Urgot, and that's something Nasus can easily build. Dang, this set is absolutely
Well,
bullying me right now. Because I got to lane late with half health because of the invade.
a little bit.
Almost got him with the
That
poppy, but he
will
flashed
indeed do it.
my hook.
Hmm. I feel like Nautilus does a lot better into the. So there's like bruiser category, which is like Irelia, Fiora, stuff like that, right? But there's like this in between category for like Set and Garen and tanks, like
You're
bruisers,
you're breaking up really bad.
and like those. And I don't. Oh, I'm gonna mute. Then.
Yes, Nautilus seems to bully bruisers, but struggle a bit with more traditional tanks.
Not dense
Just because a lot of them are more meant for top lane than he is. But it's fine, the laning phase is kind of irrelevant as Nautilus.
testing.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is like you get champions like Fiora and them who are truly bruiser class, right? And
Yeah.
then you also have champions like Nasus is really just a tank, as is Poppy. Like those are also like tanks. But then you get champions like Set, Darius, and Garen, who I don't know whether to consider them bruisers in the current meta or as like hybrids.
Set's a weird one because yeah, he is mostly a tank, but like not tanky enough to be considered a tank. So he's like a bruiser. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like same thing with like Darius and Garen, right? Where they build these like stride breaker slash half of their itemization is raw damage slash rundown, and the other half of it is true tank. So it's like I'm not sure how to categorize it. Because let's look at Riven, for instance, who she builds one damage item and then the rest of it is all bruiser. She'll go like Death Dance, Maw, Black Cleaver, like Eclipse as her mythic, Boots, and then maybe like a Kim Pong Chainsword. Those are all bruiser items, like True Blue, like that's a bruiser. Same thing with Irelia, like she'll build Bork and then she'll go straight bruiser. Same thing with Fiora, like those are bruisers. Versus you get Nasus, who first builds a Divine Sunderer or something of that category, or maybe a Frozen Heart, because that's also really strong right now, or whatever, the Iceborne Gauntlet, or
Just
whatever.
album farm.
Yeah, exactly. Like he'll build a Sheen item though, so he'll build a Triforce, a Divine Sunderer, or the Iceborne Gauntlet, or the Frostborn Gauntlet. Brain. It's like they've taken the same item and renamed it like 5 times now, so I just can't remember. But they have that Sheen item now. That's gives the frozen proc. And so you get Nasus, who truly builds tank. He builds that, then he goes straight into a Frozen Heart for mana and attack speed slow, and then that's that, right? Same thing with like, you know who you don't see top lane very often that's a really good tank is Poppy, right? She's
she's just a good counter. Holy moly, you like my tower.
Yeah, Set also, there's a lot of champions right now that are also eating towers alive. So I feel like armor plating needs to be increased a bit on turrets. Like it's almost too easy to take a turret right now.
I didn't expect that. I like what. Cancel my ult. I even saw the thing on him.
Did he ult you at the same time?
I got the red Poppy. Oh. I missed my hook, but I saved that Poppy.
So like turrets are dying really fast right now, right? Like
yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be though. At least the Rift Herald isn't like, okay, your turret's gone now.
Yeah.
And like he got enough free time on it. Like I think he deserves. I just didn't think he could take the last 3 plates that fast. But he's going more of an AD build, so I guess that's why I'm not used to seeing sets do that. So I underestimated. the damage he would do.
I guess. I mean, for me, it just kind of feels like if they drop, and here's the other part: is like they drop like a Rift Herald on you, because like it doesn't feel like I'm losing that much turret plating initially, and then I look at my turret and it's halfway gone already, and it's like I missed one wave, and my lane opponent already took half my turret. Right, which that kind of bothers me because I'm looking at it like how'd they just do that much damage? And I guess to be fair, I don't overstay very often to take plates anymore. I've had to like change my playstyle so much to play ranked because the idea and norms and stuff like that is if you aren't going to be the one sweating and you're the one messing around, somebody else on your team will most likely be sweating, right? Like at least one person on your team is going to be trying and attempting to carry. In ranked, it's like the vice versa, where you have to be the sweaty person and you have to carry, otherwise your team will throw the game.
So I don't mind playing like a more supportive role. Like usually people step up in ranked. Like our Twitch is 6-1, so when it comes to team fight time, I should be pretty set. Like later on, you know. I just need
I
to
wish.
support him, carry, like, grab him kills and stuff, and make sure the enemies can't get to him.
I can see that. For me, it's been the opposite effect in all of my ranked games, where if I'm not the one carrying actively until the end, right?
Yeah.
At the very end, whenever my teammates decide they want to win the game and we all group and they all like have a good team fight, then I'm not necessary anymore, right? But like I have to spend the first 25 minutes in the game making sure that we are winning the game, so that way my teammates can't like tilt out of their minds and just throw.
Yeah, I grossly overestimated our response time there. After I pinged, I was going in.
How'd that one happen?
Well, I was coming in from the other side of them, but
I've typically found a lot of my games recently have been determined by my jungler ganking or not. If my jungler ganks my lane early and helps me win mid lane early, we win the game typically. And
yeah.
if my jungler does not gank early and does not help me win the lane and the enemy jungle camps my lane, we typically lose the game. Because like mid lane's a high traffic lane, right? So
Yes.
if your jungler is not ganking mid lane frequently, that means they're never ganking the outside lane.
Sometimes junglers will pick a favorite, though.
There's cases, yes, of that. But I would say, let's say I play 10 games. Of those 10 games, 7 of the 10, my jungler just hard farms. They farm. They spend the entire time farming, and the enemy jungler is like running amok and just like destroying the other lanes. And then our jungler pops out and they're like useless. Because like
Because they
the lane's
farmed,
already.
but
Yeah. And it's like, what? We don't have any prio for the objective anymore. Like, you're there for dragon, good. We don't have the ability to go for dragon now because I'm now 0-2 in lane because I got turret nove twice, and now I have zero ability to win my lane anymore, right?
yeah.
Like, oh, well, you should just freeze under your turret and do that. Yeah, I'd love to freeze under my turret whenever the enemy Nunu walks into my lane and one-shots the wave. Like,
Yeah,
Nunu pops in.
Nunu's a fun one to fight.
Yeah, it's like Nunu pops in, snowballs your entire wave, and then the enemy mid laner just one-shots it with a single ability. It's like, oh, yeah, that freeze that I had was really good there. So it's like you get these high ganking junglers that just want to CS the entire game, and it's like, what are you doing, bud? Like, if you ganked more often, or if you allowed me the opportunity to win my lane, meaning you don't even have to gank, you just have to show up, like in a ward or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
how many times have you been playing top lane and your jungler just sits in that bush in top lane and your enemy laner like backs off like super far and you get like the whole free 2 waves? Like, just their presence alone is enough. I feel like it's
Oh
not
my
all
gosh, there
top.
is
Like,
no way we lose this fight.
it's one of those ones. I feel like it's not all top.
Rounding
Like,
out kills.
CS doesn't matter near as much as
Out.
do you ever build like a dark seal?
Uh, I don't play a lot of AP champions, but you mean on Nautilus?
Yeah, because like
I
the amount of
don't usually, just because like you need health on him and you need to stack health as fast as you can.
that's true. I mean, it gives you some early starting health, and the AP on it would be good. I guess if you're going for a purely cheese build, it would be really good because, of course, you're going to get a ton of assists no matter what. But if you're going tanky Nautilus, then I can
Yeah.
see where that doesn't.
Which I usually go tanky Nautilus just because I'll go AP if we have some alternative tank. Like this game, I probably should have since we have the Poppy, but like the Twitch was so far ahead, I was like, all he needs is frontline, and but he will not go in with us. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah. So apparently, I think coal right now is the best starting item.
Well,
Coal, yeah.
yeah, but
Which for you, you're not going to CS that frequently, but like for other laners that you might play, and how I kind of know it is I pick Cole now whenever I play ADC. I pick Cole whenever I play mid lane sometimes, or top lane.
I pick it on a lot of the top lane champions that don't need health.
Yeah, and so it's like you just start at first item, and that initial gold bonus that you get off of it is like huge. And I don't know why it's been buffed or exactly how it's been buffed compared to previous seasons, but like I think I played a game 3 days ago, that 7 of the 10 people started pull. The 2 junglers were the only ones that didn't, and like 6 of the
And they would have
10.
if they would have.
Yeah. So like the 2 junglers and the 2 supports were the only ones that didn't start in pull. The 6 laners all started in pull, like the mid laners, the top laners, and the bot laners.
Yeah, it's
like,
unusual to have that many people that are able to do that.
Yeah, but it's just like the fact that if you're able to do it, you just do it, kind of shows some significance in the item itself. Like it's being picked a lot for some reason. I mean, likewise, you also have, remember whenever Predator was really strong and everybody, like you'd see everybody have Predator on, like 4 of the 10 people or 5 of the 10 people would have it as a primary rune. That was whenever Predator Vlad was a lot of fun because you just one-shot a person. You'd select the target that you wouldn't even have to ult. You'd power EQ them.
This one's frustrating because our Twitch is like 7 and 2. He just needs to follow us.
Yeah, he's not being the ADC. He's being the I'm gonna go.
It's not even that. Yeah, he's just will not like follow us. The whole team's grouping. There's literally about to be a dragon fight, and he's off getting caught. And it's like they're about to get Soul, Inferno, Soul. Like this is an easy game with how strong he is and how much support and peel we have for him. Stick with us.
Yeah, yeah. Just go be the carry. We're literally gonna go tank everything for you. Just go be the carry.
Yeah, I will say one fight set threw me on top of him, so I don't blame him for that one.
Yeah.
But that was just because I wasn't paying attention and the set came up and tossed me on him.
That's also positioning, right? Because like Twitch should be able to position better than that. Or he should have a flash available or something like that for the fight, for the dragon fight. If it happens in like a fight after dragon or something like that, then I can understand it being careful. Because personally, if I don't have my flash or my ghost available whenever I'm playing ADC, it's like I am afraid of everything on the map because it's one shot right now. An assassin looks at you the wrong way and you're dead.
Yeah.
Same thing with like tanks. Like Heartsteel is still really stupid. Yeah. So you almost said Muscular's in TFT. I saw. You're getting close.
Yeah, I was close, but the season ends like basically today, so it's too late to master, unfortunately.
But you did peak, so you've hit your highest rank that you have, I think, with what, like Diamond 2 or something like that? Or have you been higher in the past?
I've been Diamond 1, I think, but this is like the first time where I was like, oh man, I might be able to hit Master, and so I tried it. Didn't quite make it, but
You were close, though. Like, you were around the bend at the very least.
yeah. So I'm not gonna hit it this season because we're going on that trip tomorrow. So I could spend like the next 12 hours or whatever's left of the season just going ham on it. But
I mean,
we're
is it
leaving.
possible for you to do it on your... Is it possible for you to do it on your phone, right? Because
It's
you're going to be
too
in the
much
car
of
for a
a
while.
it's too much of a disadvantage on the phone.
Really?
Yeah, because like even like I have a one generation behind phone, and it's like that game. Once everybody's hitting their max units and stuff, it's too much for the phone, and you have to like quickly roll down and stuff like that.
Okay. Have you ever thought about doing like hyper roll or something like that instead? Like seeing how high you could get on that? Because I know you were in the top, like what, 150 or at one point back
Top
whenever it first came out.
150. Uh, I got to top 20 in hyper roll, but hyper roll is different, of course.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole different genre. So have you ever thought about trying to do that again, where you were at the top?
Uh, I've thought about it, but like I just enjoy League too much, so I'd rather play that.
Okay. So you kind of came back around the bend because I know you were on a huge TFT like run.
Um, yeah, I usually do well at TFT. This one was the first one where I like kind of struggled a bit. But now I've got this one completely figured out, at least for a force comp and how to wrestle with people. And it's like I need a lucky streak because forcing a popular comp is difficult no matter what. And there's some games where you're not going to do as well. But
Well, I understand that, right? Because like even not doing well means that like there's something different about the current that you have to change up. Like I know personally, if I find myself on a loss streak, more often than not, I start questioning what I'm doing. Right?
yeah,
Like, am I running the right? Am I running the right champion? Am I in the right position right now for what I need to be doing? Because I'll do that. where it's like,
Um, yeah, that's the like all the stuff. I cannot wait for this new set of TFT. I'm gonna dive right in. Like that is something. If it does release tomorrow, which I don't know when it's actually releasing, but if it does release tomorrow, that I will be playing on my phone in the car and all that stuff to learn it. Because, like, you know, not, since Ranked now has the ratcheting system, there's no reason not to. It's not like you can go below whatever you get.
yeah. Well, that's for TFT though.
Yeah, for TFT.
I think there's for regularly.
You're breaking up again.
Yes, sir.
Masses.
Maybe Mordekaiser?
Yeah, but some go more.
Oh, okay. That'll be good then.
So it looks like
Maybe
it's
Kled.
top lane bland. Yeah. Cled's supposed to be really strong right now. I don't know, I haven't fed him, or I mean, I haven't felt him that much since we've been playing this season. I don't know why.
Okay. No, I understand that. I understand that completely. Like, I started off the season really strong with Syndra, and then more recently I've been only doing Anivia
Yeah.
because it's my like I have to pick a champion that has CC'd that will also not die instantly. Because
Yeah.
Anivia's build right now, like the one I can build, is I can go Rod of Ages. If you go tanky, if you build the Health Mage Syndra, it's just not as good. Her rotations aren't like that. She doesn't do constant damage. She does burst damage, which you have to build burst for. So it's like you can play it. It's good in some situations. I've just found that a lot of the champions right now that are being played, Anivia plays pretty well into, and Syndra struggles a bit more whenever you get to that mid game.
Yeah.
Early game is fine, and early game and late game is fine. It's the mid game that's the problem, because that's where the most mistakes can be made by teammates that also affect me. Like late game, if my teammates make mistakes, it's fine because I can just blow people up. And same thing with early game, if my teammate makes a mistake, I can walk away because they don't have the damage to kill me yet. But mid game, if they mess up and I get caught, it's game over, man. Like that
Yeah.
sucks for me.
That's one of the downsides to playing Not, is he basically only has go in. A lot of the champions I play only have go in, and it sucks when you see an opportunity, go in, but your team does not see the same opportunity and does not go in, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I die now.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I'm playing like. There's also another type of team comp that I saw the other day that I kind of realized in the back of my head, like if you're playing all scaling champions, you have a much higher likelihood of losing right now.
Yeah, we managed to
So,
beat a team of all scalers in a ranked match yesterday. It was fantastic.
which is it's kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Why we beat the entire scaling team? And it's because the games are so dependent right now on before your sixth item. Like most games end before everybody's at full build. Most games end whenever the first team with two people that get ahead.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether or not they're late scalers or not. It's just whoever gets to their peak power first, which means those early game like carries are really, really good right now. because like I keep trying, like I'm playing like Anivia, who's a 100% a late game monster, and like
Yeah.
Syndra, who's like all like I play late game scalers, but I've like been struggling in ranked because I can't get there because it's like it's too hard to get there while my team wants to like fight constantly. Like I kind of feel like I need to play these early game champions that can sustain the fights a little bit better because honestly, everybody wants to fight everything on the map. Like if they see it on the
Well,
map, they want to
more than
chase it
that,
and fight it.
there's some champions that can just force a fight. Like, if the enemy jungler is
Oh, yeah.
invading your jungler, he's confident enough that he wins the matchup, and it's like your jungler needs help. No way
Yeah,
around
and
it.
so it's like
That's what
if I'm
sucks
playing
about playing people like Illaoi who can't roam easily. It's like, oh, you need help? Well, that sucks.
I
Good
can't
luck.
really. Yeah, it's like I can't help you because if I go to help you and I die, oh man,
Yeah, now
it's
it's
like
super over. My whole
it,
champion's identity is getting ahead early and stomping.
yeah, yeah, and the only way I can do that, and what I kind of want to do with that is like even more so is how do I get ahead without potentially throwing it? Because some matchups, so like if I take this risky decision and win the matchup, it's over. Like I've won. But if I lose the risky decision, now I have this whole mountain to climb in order to become slightly relevant again.
Yeah. Right.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about the Victor and Nivea matchup. Is like, if I get ahead, I can punish him so easily. But if I get mildly behind, it's like somebody just took out the baseball bat and just slammed everything. It's like it's over until I can be reasonably ahead again, which is impossible sometimes.
Oh god, that Kha'Zix just ruined what was a super free fight.
He ignored the river
Oh, you
scuttlebutt
came
and went and
in
ganked you.
at the wrong time for me, man. I was giving
I found
the
that
Darius the beatdown.
I've found that happening more often is the junglers ignore their like one camp. They go gank, they'll go do the camp and then the river, and then they'll come back.
I mean, it really helped that Darius.
Oh yeah. Which is like it's stuff that I'm paying attention to now because the meta's it's a different the game has changed.
Yeah.
It's different now. So it's like the way that I was playing really well whenever I like there was a point in time and you know it where I was really good at the game, but I was also super toxic. So it was like it was both. But playing the game and just from what I remember at the time whenever I was playing that game was it was all completely different in how the junglers played. It wasn't about ganking early and getting a lane ahead. It was the lanes would go help the junglers instead. It wasn't that the junglers helped the lane, which is how it currently is. It was the opposite. And the lane would get some sort of early advantage, and then they'd go invade the enemy jungler. And they'd make like if you could get the other jungler behind with the assistance of a laner, that's what won the game.
Dude, I love invading with my jungler. Just going into theirs and ruining their day.
Yeah, and right now it's the opposite, where it isn't about invading the enemy jungler anymore. It's about worrying about if the enemy jungler is going to come gank you.
Top lane's been like that for a while.
Yeah, but the other lanes are becoming like that now. And it's changing.
Good, they can feel our pain so that maybe it'll actually get hit.
Yeah. I hope that they nerf ganks, because they did that, right? There was what was it? 2 years ago? A year and a half ago? How long ago was it whenever the Tariq E strategy, the funnel comp, was really prevalent? Maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Because Tariq E was stupid, where you'd get a Tariq mid lane and a Yi jungle, and they just roam all over the place, and then Yi would just bulldoze every single lane. Like, it was a thing, and it was really annoying. because it would just work.
It is not what we have.
Alright, Kishi, I am gonna concentrate on this game. So,
Go for it.
get out of here.
All right, catch you later.
So I'm gonna get in there and kill him. He's so alone.
Learn! I am a teacher. Bilgewater will learn. We are born knowing what to do. We must only act. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Now! This is a great day. How did I know only one man? They break you and slay you. The ocean is calm. It is our desires that stir it. Wisdom is frequently a kick in the head. Reality is brutal. I break hearts. I break spirals. My god is not long. It is a kick in the pants. All that lives, moves. Sheyutu Nagakeporos. Nagakeporos she. Shock. When I am done with this, it will make a fine offering. My name is Illaoi. We are not one soul. We are many. need teeth. Akoi baru, Daliet, She. Even if I die in motion. It is the storm.
Double kill. You have slain an enemy.
I value truth and barbecue. Nagakiboras. Uki okil. This ends one of two ways. They run
Turret plating
or
will
I
fall
break
soon.
them. Bahru Laban. My god doesn't want peace.
Unstoppable.
The sea is ripe for battle. Now!
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
A good fight.
Dominating. Your team has destroyed a turret.
You think you can beat me?
Right.
A summoner has disconnected.
Really rare to run into these really positive people, so I gotta give it to the Mordekaiser there. I think I left and didn't see what that last message was.
Life is too short for
Illaoi. Better not be Heimer top. Oh, Nautilus doesn't Heimer. I think we need some more AP, so the Lex isn't the only one. It is their team. No, it is not ARAM, Ozzy. This is ranked, actually. ARAM, who would play that? I'm almost tempted to go Exhaust instead of Flash. You start remembering certain champions like Tryndamere and Darius only go Ghost, and that I need to take Ghost against them.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Fox, I need to be careful in this initial wave because his level 1 beatdown is unfortunate. If the slow from Glacial or Ghost wins as far as can he outrun the slow or does the slow overpower the Ghost? Because I know Ghost counters a lot of slows. Which I personally think Ghost should be vulnerable to slows. Like that should be a way to counter it, but
First blood. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Has been slain.
so gotta remember if we don't see Nico mid, count your minions as they come in. Just go get honey fruit.
An enemy has been slain.
the proper number of minions there. Thought I was in range, just missed this wave because of my...
has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Turret plating will soon fall.
That minion's a little too aggressive. Back off, Nico. Wait, was that an actual minion? That was really a minion. I was 100% convinced that was Nico coming at me. The way that minion just peeled out for me a little faster than the other minions. Nico was already in my head. I don't want those minions. Minions are dumb. It's just free gold. Who wants that?
Let's level the playing field.
Shut down.
I'm gonna go and get this turret now. Holy moly, he made it back fast.
Destroyed a turret. Shut down.
You don't want it, Trinity. Okay, that's a lot of healing. Can't leave to help my team or Trinamir will take my turret.
something.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been
I left it for a sec.
executed. Executed. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it that Tryndamere is act. Freaking hate Tryndamere. Just want to fight with the team, but Tryndamere is gonna keep me side laned all game.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Oh my gosh, this guy keeps surviving with nothing.
Something that won't wash off. You're looking a little green.
An ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Oh man.
Ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
We're in this together.
Shut down. Dominate. Enemy double kill.
Oh, Miko is so strong.
An ally has been slain.
I like how Twitch just like enters as he runs in minutes.
An ally has been slain.
Dang it. Oh, goodness. Just everybody jumping on our Twitch over and over.
Double kill. Inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Shine bright!
An ally has been slain.
Banish the shadow! Finding light!
Shut down. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Gotcha! This is my domain!
It's only worth 25 gold. I thought it was worth 50. That Nico. Everything's Nico. Oh, minions.
is respawning soon. Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Good job, John.
There you are. Hello.
How's it going?
Not too bad. What are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing ranked. With mixed success at the moment. Playing a Tryndamere that just is insisting on split pushing the entire game.
Wait, against you?
Yeah, and we have,
Okay,
or they
yeah.
have a Tryndamere, and he's just split pushing the entire game.
Yeah.
I can match him, but he just runs. So it's like, he can take me out of the fight. My team is struggling to match him. I am a fighting machine. My Twitch was making fun of my build the entire time. And I'm destroying, and he's just getting caught again and again. It's great. It's just great.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Aced. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Hey, I made it to the family photo.
Victory!
Dude, this Twitch was a moron the entire time. I'm gonna give it to the Garen. It was very tempting to go to Alex. Oh, I'm in my series.
Nice.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going,
What's
Barb?
up, Barb?
What up? How's the stream life?
Well, pretty good. I'm back in my series again. But
Oh, nice.
I will switch to normal since you and Shuttles are on. But I think I only have time for one because I have so much stuff to do. We're leaving early in the morning tomorrow.
So I see.
That's okay. Me and Barb play Diablo afterwards.
Yeah. Wish that I even wanted to play League with you, Sokka.
Get down here, Barb.
No. Can't, I'm busy.
No, Barb, get on.
Well, like now?
Right this second.
Are you not in the game already?
No, I just got out of a ranked match.
What? This is not right. I'm supposed to not be in here until right after you start a new game.
Well, unfortunately, the timing was pretty good today. So get in here.
Oh, dang it, that sucks. Alright,
Yeah.
Where's my invite? Also, what is wrong with people?
What's wrong with what?
People.
I don't know.
Just reading a news headline. 2 kids suffer burn injuries after acid poured on slides at Massachusetts playground.
Oh yeah, heard about that. It's
What
terrible.
the fuck?
I know.
What is wrong with people?
I
Go
don't
pour
know.
acid on the slide?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
somebody
playground.
put acid on a playground slide. I don't know, Barb. That was a weird one. I was like, I am surprised that's never happened before, but also, what the heck?
Ay.